What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Monday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. This morning, Binance, mate, they're in the doghouse. They're in trouble, mate. They're in trouble. Binance crackdown widens in Europe and Hong Kong. Hong Kong regulator warns about unregulated cryptocurrency trading platforms and Binance. Binance suspends stock tokens after strict regulatory oversight. Binance faces regulatory troubles in Lithuania for offering derivatives. Crypto exchange Binance ending support for MicroStrategy, Tesla, Coinbase, Apple, and Microsoft. Binance burns 393 million worth of BNB. Investors are still free to use Binance, says Polish regulator. I mean, that was literally just Googling Binance and clicking the news tab. Like, honestly. Now let's read a little something here. U.S. Justice Department. The Department of Justice, the DOJ, has said Binance is required to aid criminal investigations. They're also under investigation themselves for tax evasion. It's absolutely crazy. Crazy what's going on at the moment. I'm not here to tell you whether to trust Binance or not, to keep using it or not, to stop using it or not. I'm just telling you, they're in the doghouse with the people upstairs. The US Justice Department has reportedly asked the Federal Bureau of Investigation and other federal agencies not to send thank you notes to Binance for its assistance in criminal probes. According to Bloomberg, the DOJ claims that the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange is actually required by law to aid investigations into illicit cryptocurrency transfers. So Jake Chervinsky, General Counsel for Compound Finance, has commented that it was totally bizarre that Binance was asking the US government authorities for thank you notes. The weird part here isn't the DOJ saying stop. It's the fact Binance was asking law enforcement officials for thank you notes in the first place. That's a totally bizarre thing to do. I've never heard of it before, and I can't imagine any purpose it serves. Weird one, that, innit? Would you want thank you notes for your ego or some shit? Say, oh look, we helped this agency, and look, we helped this agency, and they even thanked us. It's just ego shit, innit? It's ego shit. Binance itself is under investigation for tax evasion and money laundering. The CEO, Changpeng Zhao, however, accused a media outlet of misinterpreting the crux of the story, since he claimed that his company was actually helping the US government to fight bad actors. Zhao himself posted a letter of commendation that Binance received from a UK police unit in late June, just days before the Financial Conduct Authority issued a consumer warning about a Binance subsidiary. Binance received a letter of commendation from UK Southeast Regional Organised Crime Unit for our efforts in helping them to fight bad players in the cyberspace. Let's make crypto safe as fuck. Hashtag safe as fuck. That's what they're asking for the thank you notes for. That little bit of ego, the little bit of boom, boost our brand. That's what they want. That Mr. Suit, who can't understand brand and awareness and social media attention, that's what they wanted the thank you notes for. Look, I helped the UK authorities and they even thanked us. So California detective Robert Gonzalez told Bloomberg that Binance had already sent him a written note. He only had to make a few corrections. So the mounting pressure, while it might seem like a trifle, the DOJ's refusal to thank Binance may indicate that the US government is adopting an increasingly hawkish attitude towards exchange. As reported by You Today, Italy recently joined a slew of other countries that are putting a clamps on the leading cryptocurrency trading platform. Now we're going to go to Google and see what this Polish guy says. It's 2 days ago, Saturday. Investors are still free to use Binance, says Polish regulator. Excuse me. After, I'll tell you what, get your fuck off ads, mate. After warning local investors about Binance last week, Poland's Financial Supervision Authority, the KNF, reminds that they are still free to decide whether to use this platform, as it does not supervise crypto exchanges in Poland. The authority only reacts to a situation in which it believes investors could be harmed. So it doesn't believe investors can be harmed in crypto. That's literally what that sounded like. The aim of its latest statement on Binance, in which the regulator advised investors to be careful while using the company's service, was to inform investors on the potential risks related to the activities of this entity, which have been pointed out by foreign regulators. The decision to use the services of this entity rests entirely on the side of investors. The Financial Supervision Authority does not perform any analysis related to the popularity of particular cryptocurrency exchange services, as in principle, these entities are not regulated by the KNF. The spokesman said, adding that the KNF only responds to an ongoing basis to situations that may put investors at risk. In the event that the activities of any of the entities appearing in the Polish market will arise to suspicion of the office or the suspicion of foreign regulatory authorities regarding the compliance of their activities with the applicable law, the KNF will take appropriate steps in such cases. He didn't comment whether the KNF is planning to issue more similar warnings about other crypto exchanges. The spokesman stressed that the crypto assets are not a supervised market in Poland, and the KNF does not issue licenses, register, or supervise crypto exchanges. There are also no legal instruments that serve to support those customers who are victims of these entities. Asked whether the KNF or other Polish state-run bodies were developing any regulations related to cryptocurrencies, the spokesman replied that the most important regulation is currently prepared at the EU level, and he referred to the European Commission's draft regulation on markets in crypto assets, the MICA, which is advanced. It's advancing through its first readings in the Council and the European Parliament. The KNF is contributing to the development of this regulation via the Polish Ministry of Finance. Yesterday, Italy became another country that warned investors against using Binance, saying that the companies of the Binance Group are not authorized to provide investment services and activities in this country, not even through the website Binance.com, whose sections called Derivatives and Stock Token. Meanwhile, today the Securities and Futures Commission, SFC, of Hong Kong, also warned that no entity in the Binance Group is licensed or registered to conduct regulated activity in Hong Kong. The SFC said it's concerned that Binance is offering stock tokens that represent stocks of listed companies to local investors too. It sounds like this has all come from the futures, the stock options, and delving into markets other people control, and everyone rushing to them to buy some because they're making it extremely accessible to, say, buy some Tesla stock tokens or buy some of the other companies and other corporations' stock tokens. It's extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. After multiple warnings, Binance said today that stock tokens are already unavailable for purchase on Binance.com, and Binance.com will no longer support any such tokens as the platform shifts its commercial focus to other product offerings. Users who currently hold stock tokens may sell or hold them over the next 90 days, while users residing in the European Economic Arena and Switzerland may send their stock token to balances. May send their stock token balances to CM Equity AG once this new portal is established. So So I see this as stocks will all be tokenized in the future. If you ask me, it's a no-brainer. The world is being tokenized, digitized, digitalization. It's simply inevitable, if you ask me. So I don't understand. Instead of just throwing a load of shade at Binance, just regulate it, and tell companies to tokenize stocks. Tell banks to tokenize currencies. Everyone start tokenizing contracts. This is what we've spoke about for years. The fact that we can now have immutable databases storing information, whether it's on a contract, a product, a service, whatever it is. It's there, it's transparent for all and any who want and need to see it. But no, it's let's throw a load of shade at Binance and continue to crawl along with CBDCs. And we got into this like 3 years ago. We was thinking, fucking hell, this is about to take off, something rotten. There's going to be no holding it back. And it's just hard to believe how well they've actually held it back, just so they can get ready and have as much control of it as they can. Because we sang from the rooftops, didn't we? Internet of value, a fair world, a level playing field, and blah blah blah, and it just doesn't feel like a level playing field. I'm not saying Binance ain't dodgy. I'm not saying Binance ain't dodgy, and if they are dodgy, they deserve everything they get. But banks are just equally as dodgy. Just don't give me that shit that banks aren't dodgy. So the people telling Binance they're dodgy are just as fucking dodgy. Every motherfucker's dodgy, which again is another reason why we need transparency in immutable systems. So it's harder. We need to make a world where it's harder to be a lying piece of shit. Regardless of what else is happening and going on, we need to make it harder to be a lying piece of shit and get away with it. 99.9% of politicians are lying pieces of shit that get away with it. Bankers the same, get away with it. Oh, Binance not though. That pieces of shit don't get away with it. There's some pieces of shit at the top. It's time they got tore down and got what they deserved. On that note, I'm gonna have to go to work because I'm actually running a little bit late. So, you know the script. Just try and block out all the fuddy shit. Become your own bank. Invest in yourself. Invest in internet of value. Live long and hodl it all. Get it staked. Get it baked. Feed the beast, baby. Yeah. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. We love crypto. We hate FUD. But we love you. So take care of yourself. And I will see you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.